Hey guys, Ross here from Consolidata, and I'm excited to bring two new features to you guys today. As you guys saw last week, we recorded user sessions, and user sessions are where you can actually see what users are doing on your website, how they're interacting with your website, etc. This week, we're bringing to you heat maps. The way heat maps work is you can see the blue spots where people are clicking, hovering over on their mouses. I just took this screenshot here, but you can kind of see those areas. One thing that I will note, and there's not really a big workaround on this, is that if you're using a lot of plugins that have animations like we do, it's going to block certain things. Like you're not seeing a lot of heat around our watch a demo button. And that's because I have so many animation plugins that it's actually interfering with it and blocking it. But a normal funnel, it should work great for you. Now, I want to give you a warning. Yours, it's going to say take a screenshot. Mine says retake a screenshot. When you click this, it takes you to a new page. And at first, you think it's not working because it actually takes probably like 2 minutes for this to occur. So let me just show you what you're going to do. You click on this, and then it says here that it can take 1 to 2 minutes for this to happen. So when I hit OK, I need to just sit on my hands and resist the urge to start messing around with the screen. You don't want to scroll. You don't want to do nothing. You just want to leave this as is. And look, you can see it starts moving just like this. And what it's doing is it's taking a screenshot of your website. Now, the way that it works is it's actually converting JSON files to the heat map on the front end. So it's looking at the coordinates of where people have been clicking and where things have going, and it's matching that up, those coordinates, to the image. So it's going to be accurate even if someone else is on a completely different resolution of the screen. Once it gets down to the bottom, you don't touch a darn thing. You're going to wait till it comes back to the top like this, and then you're going to see a button that pops up, and it's going to say that it's done. And when it's done, then you can click the OK and you can go back to where you're at. So, and it might even take 30 to 45 seconds for it to populate, or even up to a minute to populate into your actual consolidated account. Notice it's at the top. It still has not finished completing because it's doing its thing on the backside. So we'll just let it go. I'm going to resist the urge to touch a thing. And then it's going to tell me here in just a second everything is good to go. Even though I know it's boring to watch this, I wanted you guys to see it because I don't want you to think that when it goes to yours that it's done. So look, it says screenshot has been successfully taken. I'm going to hit OK. Now it's going to pull me back here, and now I can go through and my heat map will start to display. And the more data that you end up collecting, the better it's going to end up looking for you. Okay, so that's the first one. The second feature that we've added is you can now add those user sessions from last week to a dashboard. Soon you'll be able to add a heat map to a dashboard, but it's going to take a little finagling of the way we have to do it. So if I go here and I click on drop session, I'm going to go ahead and put this, and I'm going to expand the width or the height of this. The recommended height, I think, was 680. So there's the height that I have. And then I'm going to click on widgets. You have this user tracking widget in here. I'm going to click on this and click on that gear wheel. And then I'm going to choose my domain. So I'm going to go ahead and choose this domain here. Then I can choose which data I want them to see. I'm going to click on this action here. Maybe you don't care about device duration, this and that. I kind of do. So I'm going to leave this stuff up just as it is. So now you have this on your dashboard. So now when they click on this, if there's a session available, if it's a real new one, it's not going to look available. But if there's one ready to watch, they can then watch that right on their dashboard. And that's going to display in your dashboard. So if I do this share link and I go like this, that's actually going to display right down here. Now, over the next week or so, we're going to make it where you can change the colors and the font colors or text colors and all that. Right now, it is what it is. So you're just adding this into a dashboard. But what a cool feature to be able to add that in there for people. This allows you to start selling the user sessions as your own tool. No one even needs to see Consolidata anymore. Think of it in the same way that there's like Uphex has its own tool within Consolidata or within Go High Level. You could literally just have a screen if you wanted to, and you wanted to offer this as a service on its own for people. And you could even charge like a little setup fee or something like that if you wanted to. You could get them on a monthly, some sort of a monthly payment. I'll just show it, give you an idea. Go like this. You technically don't even need a data source because we're going to be using a widget on this. I'm going to go a little bigger. We'll go 1,000. I already got this in. Go Consolidata. Actually, I'm going to go 680 because that was the recommended height as to what we have in here. So we will stick with what I was instructed with. Boom. You add that into a custom menu link. That right there is a service on its own that people will love because it really allows you. And then once we add where you can add your heat maps in there, lights out. People are going to love it. Okay, cool, guys. Hopefully you appreciate these updates. We got more coming around the clock. By Monday, we have an update coming where you'll be able to measure the duration between 2 times using webhooks. So I'll give you an example. Let's say that you send out a text message through an automation for a lead, and then they reply. Well, you're going to want to know how long it took from when they replied till a human replied. We got you covered. This tool is going to be incredible. You're not going to need to do tags or any goofy workarounds like that. You guys have an awesome day. See you soon.